As you know, I am trying to grow my $7,354 into $100,000, and now I am currently at $9,000. I went up about 1% on Friday. So as you can see, week 48, I'm at 9,000, but my goal was to be at 11,300. I was down 1.9, about 2% for the week. I'm down around 20% versus my goal, and June 2nd, since I started this challenge, I'm up 23%. But if I'm excluding my $50 deposits, I am actually down 15%. Oops, I forgot to change this date. The thing about this that's going to be, it's interesting, this challenge that I'm doing, I started in June, and when I started it, I didn't start from zero, and I had already had positions built. I had already had this portfolio going, but then I said, I want to have more accountability. I want to put myself more, just out there and really do a challenge. And I wasn't doing this exact thing. I wasn't doing $50 deposits, and I wasn't doing everything I'm doing with this portfolio, but I had already had a portfolio built. So when I started the challenge, I had HIMS. HIMS was at like 52. My average was in the 20s. So I had significantly, had gains on HIMS. But now HIMS is in the 20s again. So I'm still profitable on HIMS. I'm still up, and I believe I'm going to be up significantly in the next year or two. The problem is when I started the challenge, it was at a high, and it went down from there. And it was my biggest holding, right? Celsius, same thing, has not done a lot in the last year. So those two holdings themselves, the only thing that I've had that's held my portfolio together is TQQQ, which is a 3x of the NASDAQ, of the index, right? So that's what's really held my portfolio down. Once Celsius and HIMS go on their run, my portfolio is going to be banging. It's going to be great. Once the SaaS comes, because now I started buying Salesforce and some Adobe. If those things can at all start going on a run again after their big fall, that's great. Nike went down really bad for me. Sold some of that. Nike's just done horrible for me. But I still feel very confident that I'm going to reach $100,000 within, my goal is 10 years. It may seem like a long time. 1 year is almost passed. I'm almost 10% through the challenge already, right? So I feel confident. I feel good.